Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope that everybody is having a great day today. So today I wanted to do a different kind of a video. I usually do voiceovers for my makeup tutorials just because I find that I make the videos a lot shorter when I'm editing them. So for this one I did kind of a different style. I'm actually talking to you throughout the video while I'm blending my eyeshadow and like taking you through the steps with me together live on camera. Instead of doing a voiceover like is what I typically do. So the reason that I wanted to try this is because I want to see if I can like do this type of video and then edit out what I need to edit out and it'd still be around the 10-minute mark. So we'll see what happens there. So I really hope you guys enjoy the different chatty format of video, and let's see how this goes. And today I'm using the Anastasia Beverly Hills Modern Renaissance palette. If you are familiar with anything in the makeup community or you watch a lot of makeup videos, you will have definitely seen this palette many times in many different videos. It is like all the rage on the market right now. It's like the new it palette. I am absolutely obsessed with this palette. It's like, I mean, it's amazing. These pinks and reds are like giving me life. And then this like really deep orange shade. I mean, it's like an absolutely gorgeous palette, and it comes with a brush. So the only thing that I don't really like about it is the packaging, just because it can get like really dirty. It's kind of like this velvety packaging. But other than that, they did a really great job formulating this palette. If you want to see how I got this look, then just keep watching. Alright, so the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to prime my eyes using my Too Faced Shadow Insurance. Looks like that. Use any eye base that you want. The Urban Decay one's really good. The Lorac one is really good. I switch out my eye primers just because I find that they're all the same. They prime your lids. Not very much difference. And then, as always, you guys know I like to go in and cancel out any discoloration I have on my eyelids using my MAC Painterly Paint Pot. Another common color is Soft Ochre. And then I'm going to take a light colored eyeshadow, or you can use your face powder just to set down that primer. I'm just going to take any fluffy blending brush, and I'm going to take this shade from the Modern Renaissance palette. It's called Tempera. Not Tempura, but Tempera. Yeah. And I'm just going to set that down. Now that our lids are primed, I'm going to go ahead and do my brows. This is something that I've kind of switched up in my makeup routine. Usually I do my brows like towards the end, but I've really enjoyed doing them first. I'm going to take this Tarte Waterproof Amazonian Clay Brow Mousse, and this is in the shade Taupe. I'm really enjoying the lighter shade for my brows recently. I don't know why, because I could definitely use like a dark brown or a brunette, but I've just been enjoying doing lighter shades. So I'm just going to fill in my brows and I will be right back. And just like that, I feel like I have more of a face because my brows are on. Brows make a huge difference. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take this Morphe E27 blending brush. It's just a fluffy, round blending brush. As you can see, I've used it a ton with this palette. I'm going to take the shade Burnt Orange, and I'm going to blend that into my crease and into the upper crease. Mainly in like the upper crease area, blending it towards my brow bone, just because like as you can see I have a fold right here where like my lids are hooded. So when I'm looking straight on you can't really see my crease, so I have to blend my eyeshadow like up and out so that you can see it. So I just kind of, when I'm blending though, I raise my eyebrows, and then like I'll raise them and then let them fall, raise them and let them fall, so I can see what my eyeshadow is really going to look like when I'm just like, you know, looking normal. You always want to tap off any excess. You can do this, you can tap it against your mirror, tap it against the palette, just tap off the excess. You'll notice that I didn't apply tape today. I've actually been enjoying the more like smoky, messy look recently. Usually with the tape, you know, I get that really crisp line. I mainly do it to help with my winged liner, just to act as a guide, but I really haven't been doing winged liner like in months. Like all summer I don't think I've done winged liner. So, you know, I've really just been enjoying the more like smoky, no liner look. So next I'm going to take a little bit of these shades in, I'm going to take a little bit of Venetian Red and a little bit of Love Letter. It's kind of like a red shade and a pinky shade, basically. And with another E27, this is a different one from Morphe, one for more deep shades, and I'm going to also blend that into the crease and focus a little bit on the outer corner. This one I'm not going to bring as high as I brought that burnt orange shade. I'm just really going to focus these two into that crease and just deepening things up. Mixing the two shades together gives like the perfect blend of pink and red. If you're not sure if you want more pink or more red, just blend those two together. And then I'm going to go back with the original E27 with that burnt orange shade. I'm not picking up any more product, just using whatever's left on the brush, and I'm just going to blend that out. And same thing to the other side. And then again, going back with that same E27 from the beginning with that burnt orange shade, not picking up any more product, just using whatever's left on the brush. Maybe I'll pick up a tiny bit more product. A little bit more of that burnt orange, just because I want this to look really, really warm and blown out. And then picking up a little bit more of that Love Letter Venetian Red mix, and patting that right on the outer corner, because I want that to be like really pigmented, and I really want that red pink to show up. Alrighty, now for the lid shade, where I've kind of left that empty space right there, you could go in with any one. You could go in with any one of these lighter shades, like this one right here called Vermeer, and then this one called Primavera. You could go in with either one of those. You could go in with any of these matte lighter shades. You could go in with this warm taupe shade. Any one of the lighter shades in this palette is what you could go in with. I am going to use Primavera right there. It's like a gold. I think it goes really, really well with these colors. Okay, I'm going to take this C422 Crescent Shadow Brush. This is from Crown Brushes. And a little bit of that Primavera, and I'm just going to tap this right there where we don't have any other product. And then I'm going to take that brush, the E27 that we used, the Venetian Red and the Love Letter shades, and I'm just going to blend that out and make sure that the transition from the gold to the red is seamless. Another tip that I like to do, I'm taking a little bit of that Primavera shade and some makeup setting spray. I have the Makeup Forever Mist and Fix, a little mini one here. I'm just going to spray my brush, and then I'm going to very gently tap that on the inner portion of our lid. As you can see, it just made it way more metallic and like way more bright when we wet our brush. And again, going into Love Letter and Venetian Red. Just deepening up. I want like that outer portion to be like really, really pigmented right here. Okay, I'm going to do my complexion off camera and then I'm going to come back and finish my eyes. This is kind of what I like to do. I like to get to this point where I'm like not ready for eyeliner yet, not really ready for mascara yet, and I like to finish off my face and then go back to the eyes. So I will be right back and I'll let you know all the products that I used. So I wanted to come back on here before I did my concealer just to show you what I used on my skin and to show you how I use my concealer to kind of clean up the edges and anything that may have gotten a little bit messy with the eyeshadow. But for my skin, I used the Belif, the Truth Cream Aqua Balm. This is a little mini 100 point perk that I got at Sephora with my points. But it's a really great lightweight moisturizer to go on before your foundation and under makeup, especially if you have oily skin, it's like perfect. And then also to further prime and prep my skin, I use the Makeup Forever Step 1 Skin Equalizer Primer, and this is in the mattifying one. Again, because I have super oily skin and I need my makeup to last a long time today, and it's like blazing hot outside. So a mattifying primer is definitely a must for me. And then I used these two things for my foundation. I used the Estee Lauder Double Wear Foundation mixed with a little bit of the Cover FX Custom Cover Drops. I am pretty tan right now, so this is in the shade 3W1 Tawny, which is still too light for me. I have to mix in a little bit of the Custom Cover Drops in G40 to get like my perfect custom shade. I'm going to go in with the Maybelline Instant Age Rewind, and this is in the brightening shade. It's got a little bit of a pinky undertone to it, and I'm almost out of this stuff. This is like one of the best products from the drugstore. And then I'm going in with the Urban Decay Naked Skin Concealer in the shade Light Warm to highlight my face. I'm going to blend that out using a beauty blender, the same one that I used to apply my foundation with. But then I'm also going to kind of switch and use a brush as well, just to like really clean everything up. Show you how I do that. So I just kind of tap everything out and like I get very close to this outer edge right here, and I kind of start doing little swiping motions and pat just to like clean and crisp everything up. So I got a little bit too overzealous over here with cleaning up, and I like ruined a little bit of that blend. You can always go back and take that same eyeshadow brush that you used for the crease colors and just kind of blend. If you like sweep away too much eyeshadow, you can always do that. I just wanted to show you guys how I do that because it does affect the eyeshadow and the way the eyeshadow looks. And again, if you feel like it's not even, or like one side goes higher or outer more than the other after you have put on your concealer, you can always go back and just re-blend everything so it doesn't look too harsh, but it's still like even and soft looking. So I've set the rest of my face using my Mercier translucent setting powder for my complexion, and then for my under eye I use the RCMA no color powder, and I just used my beauty blender with both of those powders and just dipped it in and then set the rest of my face and my under eye. Going back to the eyes, I'm going to finish off my under eye and my eyeliner using this MAC Eye Kohl in the shade Costa Riche. And this is a very, very warm brown shade. It is like one of my, not like one of my favorite, it is practically my favorite eyeliner in the world. And I have a lot of eyeliners. But I find I use this one the most, like with everything. Like I don't care what kind of eye look I'm doing. I could be doing something like crazier than this with like glitter and like black and just craziness, and I'll still use this. And even on like my no makeup days when I just want something to like kind of enhance my eyes, I will still go in with this with this shade of eyeliner. It's just like the most flattering thing because it's like a very warm brown. So I'm just going to smudge out that eyeliner pretty low because I want it to look really smoky. Also taking it a tiny bit up top. And then for the under eye, I'm going to go in with a mixture of red ochre, which is like this very warm burnt red shade, and I'm going to take a little bit of that burnt orange shade that we use in the beginning, a mixture of those two. So you just want to make sure that you're really blending and smoking that out, and especially connecting it on this outer edge right there. You want to connect the top shadow where it kind of frames your eye, and you want to connect it to this lower part, if that makes sense. Okay, now I'm just going to curl my lashes and use a little bit of mascara. I'm using the Too Faced Better Than Sex Mascara in Waterproof. I am going to go in with the false lashes. You definitely can skip that if you want. I have actually not been wearing falsies as much lately. And as I'm doing my mascara right now, I'm realizing that I forgot to tightline my upper lash line. So I'm going to do that now. Taking this black liner from Marc Jacobs, I'm just running that under. If you get a little messy with your mascara like I just did, and you get it, like as you can see, like right there, those two little dots that I got, no big deal. Just take your shader brush and a little bit of that Primavera Gold shade and just tap, tap, tap it on top of those little smudges. No big deal. Okay, for lashes, I'm going in with these new ones, and they're kind of scaring me just because they are probably the longest eyelashes I've ever seen and attempted to put on my eyes, and these are the Salon Perfect 614s. So I'm just going to measure these, trim them up, and pop these on, and I will be right back. So I went ahead and finished off the rest of my face off camera, and I popped on some false eyelashes. And yeah, I'll tell you what I used. I used a mixture of Vermeer and Tempera to highlight my brow bone and my inner corners. And I told you I popped on some lashes. For my lower lash line, I used the MAC Extended Play Gigablack Lash for my lower lashes. And then for my face contour, I used the Sephora Collection Los Cabos bronzer, which if you watched my video a couple videos ago, my bronzer collection, you know that I love this bronzer. It's really great right now for me for contouring. And I also used the Hourglass Luminous Bronze Light. I use this as like a bronzer kind of to blend out that contour. For blush, I used this Tarte Amazonian Clay blush in this shade Dazzled. It's like a mauvey pink shade. It's got a little bit of sparkle. And then for highlight, I used my new Anastasia Beverly Hills Glow Kit in the Sweets one. It's like in this purpley one, and I used the purple one called Sassy Grape. That's what I used to highlight. For lip color, I used the Dior Addict Fluid Stick in the shade 551. It's like an orangey red pink shade. That completes this makeup look. I really hope you enjoyed this video. As always, don't forget to subscribe to my channel and share it with your friends. I really appreciate your continued support, and I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Bye.